Hello, everyone. Let's wait a few seconds before everyone gets in here. And I want to do a follow-up. As you're aware, I actually just got back from Chicago late last night. Thank you for joining me this evening. And I want to give you guys an update of what I've experienced since I have gone through this treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder. And it's called Stellate Ganglion block surgery. And Dr. Eugene Lipov, this guy's absolutely amazing. Changed my life so much. I really appreciate you guys being on this call tonight just to do a follow-up with me and just show that you care. And I'm sure you guys probably know someone that suffers from depression, that suffers from potentially post-traumatic stress disorder. And honestly, I didn't even know that it didn't even occur to me that I was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and stuff. But again, they're just words, right? They're just words. And when people are depressed and stuff like that, it's like, are you depressed? You got ADHD? Do you got all the above? Do you have PTSD? And so, you guys, I just want you guys to get to know me better and what I've gone through, and I want to share this with you guys so you can take a look at this. I got a lot of wonderful people that mean a lot in my life, and I really appreciate you guys being on this and sharing this video with other people to give them hope. I want to let you know that today was a very emotional day, and so, you guys, I'm going to tell you about what I did first of all, so you guys understand what happened here. And I've got a short video clip I want to play real quick. And this process was actually brought to my attention by a gentleman, Dr. Phil, and I want to say thank you so much to Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil DeFina, my doctor in New Jersey. This doctor, just a heads up, is not just your typical doctor. Dr. Phil DeFina has brought more people out of comas than any person on the face of the earth. He's a good friend of mine. I mean, think about that. And he put me in touch with the top person in the world, Dr. Eugene Lipov, who has actually brought more people out of PTSD than anyone in the world. And so for me to have the ability to be with those two doctors, we call them God winks, we call them godsends and stuff, because I've gone from doctor to doctor the past 20 years now, 20 years to this week. We call them God winks again. You know, what are the odds that 20 years later to this week is when this kicked in? I had no idea until I looked at the calendar today. This was the week, 20 years later, I was healed. And I want to tell you guys, like, whatever your religious belief are and stuff like this, I tell you, I have been pissed at God the past 20 years because I did not feel that, I did not want to have to deal with this and stuff. And here I am, decent looking guy, I've always worked hard. I've come from a great family. I got two wonderful daughters. And, just to be in a situation where I had to actually deal with depression, or post-traumatic stress disorder, I didn't feel that that was something that I should have to deal with. And I think that everyone feels guilty. And when you feel depressed, and I'm sure some of you guys can relate or know other people that have gone through this, you don't want to be a burden to other people's lives at all. And so then when you are, it didn't just makes things, it's a snowball effect. And now there's actually people that are actually the new thing is people are actually getting PTSD from being next to loved ones that have PTSD. And that's pretty crazy right there. So that's not makes for a good life. That does not make for a good life right there. And you guys, so I was at my wit's end, honestly, and I want to let you guys know the severity of this, and because a lot of you guys don't know me out there, a lot of you guys just want to say thank you to my good friends out there, Ashley Archuleta for being in my life the last 7 years, and Nicole Burchett being a great friend of mine for a long time, and Lisa Ricardo, she said just some amazing things to me this week, so thank you. A lot of you guys know I've been struggling with this, so I want to show with you guys, I call this my grenade. I want to show you guys the severity of this. This is my grenade right here. You guys, and there's still a little taste in there, right? Okay. This is, and I can smell it right now, organic turpentine. I ordered this off of Amazon.com 4 years ago. Okay. This was my grenade. And if life got to the point, I researched all the ways I wanted to commit suicide. I'm coming fully aware with you guys so you guys can share this, because it doesn't matter how much money you have in the world, guys. Health is the ultimate wealth, okay? This has taken a toll on my life, unprecedented, what I've had to go through for the past 20 years. And I was actually just holding off all day long to do this video to see how I felt after I did this therapy yesterday. So you guys, turpentine, this actually, the reason why I chose this because it's an all natural way of dying, okay? This is from pine needles, and you can drink this and it will kill you within no time at all, okay? I wasn't down with the gun. I didn't really know how to tie a good knot, even though I was an Eagle Scout. So hanging myself wasn't really cool. I thought about drowning, tie myself to some rocks and throw myself overboard. These are thoughts I've dealt with, guys, for 20 years. Put yourself on my boat, especially when you're raising children that love you and you got family that loves you and wonderful people around you that love you and stuff like this. And not being able to feel the full extent of those emotions is what PTSD does to you. So I'm going to talk about how bad this was. And, you know, even through all this, I was able to accomplish some wonderful things in life, you know, and so I give myself a pat on the back for making it this far. So bringing us up to speed to where, yes, what happened and what this is. I want to play a video for you guys. Dr. Eugene Lipov has been on the Doctor Show 16 times now in the past, I don't know how many years, the Doctor Show for 16 years. I know this treatment existed, okay? This is really interesting because I'll talk about this also. Got a $25,000 neurofeedback unit here as well. Thank goodness cryptocurrency has kept my family alive, guys, because it's been amazing. So I want to play a video for you real quick so you guys can see what this treatment is. I'll hold the thing up here because I don't understand the screen share. One second. Let me go ahead and open this up.
Ganglion, why the cervical chain? How does that affect really a process that's going on centrally in your nervous system?
So PTSD is a term that's been used since 1980s. That implies a psychological condition that you can actually help. I don't know if Dr. Ogberg is a friend of mine. He is a famous psychiatrist, and he is talking about the need for the change of the term PTSD to PTSI, post-traumatic stress injury. What that means is a biological condition. So the way I see PTSD, it is a physical change of sympathetic nerve fibers in the brain.
Listen to this.
And what's interesting, when you have sprouting of the new nerve fibers, it turns out if you put local anesthetic onto a ganglia, it kills off all the bad fibers and goes to the pre-trauma state. And that's why a local anesthetic that lasts 8-12 hours max can last for years.
And this is just the quintessential example, mind-body connection. These types of disorders are not all in someone's head. There is actual physical connection there. Your work totally speaks to that. It's so exciting.
Dr. Lipov, thank
you. Okay, so that's that, guys. And so I want to talk now about my symptoms and stuff like this because every second it was very difficult for me. I always felt very uptight. I felt massive. It was hard for me to focus, and I had this pain in my neck right here. And so I thought it was like an adrenal fatigue situation. But when I had my hormones checked, the hormone levels would come back just perfect. So I'm like, what the heck is going on here, right? And so, anyways, I find out that with PTSD, which I didn't even know I had until recently. PTSD can manifest itself in the body, and it can manifest itself in the shoulders, the back, wherever you carry stress. Mine was just in my neck. And so immediately after getting this procedure, life changed 100%. 100% it changed for me right now. Okay. Other things that I notice also, you guys can notice how my eyes are very even right now. Okay, very focused. Before, one of my eyes was actually shut down a little bit more than the other one. It was actually nerve-wracking to me. I felt like people noticed this and stuff, and it was really bothersome. So how I see it was the stress, if we go through a stressful event, I've been in car accidents, this and that, just life scenarios, not the best ones. That can create a stressful response in a part of your body, which makes it seem as though your body does not process the stress properly, and it gets caught up, for example, in this case right here. And this has basically been choking the life out of me to where, you guys, I've been sitting here working at home, and I would actually go to bed and lay in bed the majority of the day, even though you see me around doing stuff and do my best to raise my children and stuff. And hey, I've been a good dad through all this. I tell you, it's not easy, out there. So you guys, I went to Chicago. Let's move this forward here. I went to Chicago. I had the procedure done. All they do, you guys can research this, is they put 2 shots in my neck. I didn't feel a damn thing. I woke up, and after the shot, I did a little quick interview. You'll see it on my YouTube channel. I'm uploading it. My voice dropped. My focus enhanced. My mental clarity felt good. It was just, the anxiety was gone, okay? I know a lot of you guys out there may deal with anxiety, may deal with depression, may deal with mental illness is a real deal, okay? And this was very difficult. So I then went in for the second shot. I had that one done. They did a C3 and C6, or C6 and C3, however on this right side right here. And after that, I interviewed myself. Boom, my voice went deeper. I could feel my strength coming through my body more automatically, okay? My mental clarity got very, very sharp. And I honestly, okay, we'll speed this forward. I then flew home to Seattle late last night. I got in like at midnight, got back to Seattle. I went to sleep. So let's fast forward to this morning, okay? I go ahead. This was a beautiful thing. I woke up this morning and I laid there in bed and I cried in happiness. Now, my emotions have been suppressed a lot through all this stuff because I've been so holed up in pain. I have not been able to process emotions even properly. It's amazing how the human body works, okay? And this hit me so hard, I broke down in bed and just cried in happiness. And I just kept going and going and going. And you guys, and that was poor. That was all right, acting good. So, anyways, and I could feel the emotions for the first time pouring and purging from my body. That was so necessary. I just kept letting it go and letting it go out and stuff like this. Okay, you guys, this treatment is now one of my newest passions and callings in life, and I want to share with you what my intention is for the world in sharing with this. And you guys are like, oh, Ryan's a passionate guy. Here he goes talking about another vitamin or another cryptocurrency, or, oh, he's talking about another thing. Hey, you guys, first of all, I've been dedicated to FutureNet for 4 years. So I'm not just a run around kind of guy, all about the money. I have dedication. I've raised my children to 10 years old, my oldest daughter. I've been in relationships, and all this stuff, and I have still great friends around me through all these years. So, you guys, where we're going with this, Dr. Lipov has become a really good friend of mine, and I'm very blessed to have him in my life and to be able to share him with you, okay? And I want to do that right there. Dr. Lipov wants to, first of all, I am so committed to this science and what this science can do to the world. I want to bring it through a network marketing approach, and this is what's being discussed right now. So, you guys, I'm looking at the company Heal to do this with. I want to say shout out to Stephen Munson, Nicole Burchett, part of the Heal movement out of Thailand. I'm probably going to fly to Thailand here in the next 45 days tops. So Stephen will go ahead and get that organized. Sorry to call you earlier on. But just imagine being healed for $3,000. What is your life worth? Money is fucking nothing if you do not have the mental capacity to enjoy it. Okay, you can have all the wealth in the world, but if you do not have happiness and peace of mind and the ability to feel focused, go ahead and ask an 85-year-old how the hell they feel. Okay, and if they had all the money, like what they would do today. Probably they do a crossword puzzle. They can't even do a Sudoku puzzle. They probably sit there and read a paper, and maybe some of these people be drooling on themselves, unfortunately, as we move into the 90s. We will have to come to terms with our own death and let's leave at death, okay? Our own fallout from this physical realm sometime in our lives. It will escape us, okay? You guys, my eyes are clear. I'm looking at myself right now as I'm looking in the mirror. I think you guys can see it, okay? And I'm pretty dang focused. And I think at least. But anyways, I want to say that my goal is to bring this to a network marketing model. And Dr. Lipov's vision is, in what we're raising right now, is $11.5 million now, okay? And our goal is to purchase a 10-foot wide by 50-foot wide. It's a thing that you can put on wheels, okay? Even this 10-foot wide, that's really taking up some road space, right? But you're cruising down. You drop this off, for example, down here at the naval base or whatever, where people have PTSD, the military base, okay? And this 10-foot wide, 50-foot long thing is broken into 5 sections, 50 feet. These turn into 10 by 10 cubicle, stations in the line. And then there are these robotic arms for $2 million each. Okay, so 2 million times 5. These are robotic arms. Think about this. This is the future, guys. You can have them come in and do the STG block. Done. Boom. And 20 minutes later, why the PTSD patient, former PTSD patient, has been healed, okay, is walking out. Their kid basically just got an ice cream cone, and boom, daddy, who has been suffering from stress and PTSD and depression, and they had no cure in the pharmaceutical drug industry for the past 20 years, hasn't been able to address what this family had been going through. And meanwhile, the wife had got PTSD because it's kind of contagious, okay? Let me tell you, pause that thought for a second. Dr. Lipov, the reason why he's so passionate about this, Dr. Lipov's father was in the Russian army, and I think he was a colonel in the Russian army, and he had PTSD, and he died because of this. The mother ended up taking her life while Dr. Lipov was in college on his first year of medical school. Think about this. Okay, in medical school, residency or what they call it, his mother takes her own life because the PTSD took a toll on her so much she committed suicide. Okay, you guys? Suicide is on the rise massive right now because the world is a very stressful place because it is not set up properly, and that is what blockchain technology and the decentralization of the internet, which I specialize in, which is going to lead to the decentralization of other corporations. The corporate world's going to fall apart. The money's going to go back to the people. People aren't going to be stressed about money. That's not the stress. So if you eliminate the financial stress, and there's 3D printing taking place and all free energy, not going to be a lot of stress in the world. We're not supposed to deal with stress. Cancer is from stress. All this shit, just imagine it being gone in the world. #healed. Okay? That's what this is about, is healing the world, rebooting the brains, and rebooting the world. That's what our focus is. Okay? So you all, back to the vehicle here, you can see why Dr. Lipov is very passionate about this, since it took both of his family members' lives. He's given his 15-year-old son the shot 3 times, actually, also, by the way, and I had the chance to meet him as well. But Dr. Lipov's vision is to have this 50-foot trailer and bring these around to the world. And he's open to a network marketing model, which we've been reaching out to Heal about right now, where imagine you pay $3,000 to go ahead and get the treatment, and let's say $850 that goes into a compensation plan or whatever, into you guys just referring people to go and get a one-shot boom brain reboot. How cool is that? Am I catching you guys' interest on here? Just look at the news feed here. Give me some love. Just kidding. Okay, I don't need any more love. All right, so anyways, you guys, I really appreciate you tuning in here, and I want you to share this video. Please share this video with anyone that has PTSD. Please tag anyone this video has PTSD, depression, ADHD. These are all mixed disorders that I think stem from stress in a lot of cases. So you guys, imagine again, here I'm bouncing around here a lot. Imagine this 50-foot container with robotic arms. Next. We have done Dr. Lipov has worked on this for the past few years. Get this, we would be potentially curing 250 people a day from post-traumatic stress disorder. How powerful is that? Do the math here at $3,000 a deal. I'm not no human calculator, but I'll go ahead and break out the calculator here, guys, real quick on this little nifty iPhone here. Okay, I'm just going to do some math. And this isn't about the money, guys, because the goal is to bring the cost down. And also, it's not about the money. So don't think it's all about the money here. Don't assume that. I know it's hard when that's what the world seems to be all about, is the money. Okay, it's not about that. The world doesn't need to be all about the money. The world is about how do we fix each other? How do we fill in the gaps for one another that are where we lack, and where we our inadequacies, how we fill in for one another, right? Yes. I'm going to answer questions. I'm going to answer complete sentences for you guys. So let's just take $3,000, okay, a treatment, times pumping out 250 treatments a day in that trailer. Imagine, okay, so what we're looking at doing is raising $11.5 million. 2 million times 5 is 10 million, plus another $1.5 million to finish the crate and also pay for all the news, CNN, Fox News, whatever your political beliefs are, all the news worldwide. Okay, if CNN's still in existence. Okay, and let's go ahead and times that by 180 just to cut the year in half to give us a few days off. $135 million from one container, working half the year with proper media coverage that this is actually changing the world, guys. Okay, then you imagine a comp plan to this so we can go ahead and get paid when we open up our mouths, because we should get paid for exerting some energy to better people's lives until money becomes a joke in this world. It's just another model to help us expedite to the point as we move into the Internet of Things and artificial intelligence and all this stuff 3D printing that's going to make the world an easier place and cooler place, right? Okay, so anyways, that's that. So you guys, that's the vision of Dr. Lipov. Now, they have asked me, now get this is where it gets exciting. They have asked me, Dr. Lipov has connections at CNN and the Doctor Show because he's been on 16 times. He thinks I'd make a great PTSD model for this situation, okay? I'm not saying I'm cute or anything like that. They want to have me on CNN News for this. He called me this morning, Dr. Lipov did. You can ask him, okay? No bullshit here. And to be on the Doctor Show to talk about this, because I have the best video footage, guys, is the reason here of how my procedure was done. In my interviews between the shots, I have documented this more than anyone else on YouTube, have my own personal dealing that day that I got this done. That's what makes my case very unique in this situation, and the connection, because my video contains on both sides of me. No one else has this. Dr. Phil DeFina, who's brought more, that works with the Pentagon and all this, that brings royal family members around the world out of, that's who they lean on to bring them out of out of comas. He's brought more people out of comas than anyone else. And Dr. Lipov, do your research, has on their side of me, that has brought more people out of PTSD than anyone on the planet. Okay? I'll just toot my horn for a second. Toot, toot, right? So here we go, guys. This is what we're doing. These are my business partners, and we have teamed up. They call me all through the day, and we're going and bringing this. We are bringing this completely to the public. We just call it a PTSD reboot. SGB is what you could call this. I'll put a hashtag SGB in this description. Stellate Ganglion block surgery. I don't even have a Band-Aid on my neck. I don't even have a bruise. I probably don't even have a shaving neck. If I did, it would be more than the procedure. And as you can see, 36 hours into this, I'm doing all right. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna keep this video short. We'll do more later on, but please take a look. Please go on YouTube and search PTSD, Dr. Lipov, L-I-P-O-V, and research. Watch all the videos of him on the Doctor Show. I want to throw a shout out and say thank you to the Doctor Show for taking this cutting edge thing that has been around since the 1940s. Okay, it has basically been proven since the 80s, I believe, but the process has been around since the 1940s, and it hasn't got exposure until now. That's like saying that Bitcoin was out in the 1940s, and we just had the chance to run with this and actually save lives in the physical realm for our friends. So my question is, well, let me say first, again, thank you, Dr. Lipov. Thank you to my doctors down there and the teams that are part of that. Thank you, the Doctor Show, for embracing this and having my new favorite friends, Dr. Lipov, on the broadcast 16 times and having me on as the 17th guest dealing with this procedure. You guys even may catch one of these clips on the show. I'm going to anticipate it. So I'm going to say, hi, Doctor Show. I look forward to being on the show. This clip will be on the show. Just watch. Okay? So, you guys, I'm going to witness in closing. Again, please get this video in touch with in the hands so we can have hope. I'm going to leave in saying it is amazing how long a human being can go ahead and have hope as that cord to go ahead and hold us on as long as we can to life. I want to say rest in peace, Kate Spade. I want to rest in peace, this other cook, that just passed away. Suicide is on the rise because of how tense the world is getting until the blockchain and the decentralization happens. That is why, by the way, I want to say shout out to Dr. Lipov for mining Futuro coin, and his clinic is now on FutureNet. Their clinic is mining Futuro coin and is looking to accept cryptocurrency as well. I gave his first cryptocurrency to both those doctors, and they're both on FutureNet. They both said that this is their new favorite social media platform than Facebook. So, success leaves clues, right? If not this, then what? FutureNet to Facebook to FutureNet. If not this, then what? Prescription pills to a shot like that and be done. You guys, I hope this video really changes lives. That's the intention here. And just how badass is that? Okay, so you guys check out my website. It's www, for now, healryan.com. Okay, so be watching for my hashtag heal, as heal potentially and more. Since Steven is on this call, I'm sure things are looking pretty bright for the network marketing industry to embrace depression and to embrace PTSD to help this go more viral, because we all open our mouths a little bit more when we're getting paid to spread the masses. So this to the masses. All right, guys, have a wonderful evening and stay tuned for more videos, and we will keep them rolling. Take care, good night, and I wish you all the best in this lifetime. Bye-bye.